Hey guys, so it has been a little while since I've actually been on camera and been able to film. Part of that reason is my mic on my camera has been giving me a fit. Like, I have recorded probably 5 full videos, like over an hour long each of footage, and went to edit them and my mic wasn't working. So I've got a couple of them out that I could piece together and voice over, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I've got a temporary solution for my mic until I can get my camera sent off and actually worked on. And so hopefully we can get a video out today. So I'm going to catch you up on a few things. Today I am down at the farmhouse, and we have been spending a lot of time down here. We actually got a wood stove put in. I will put some footage of that going in. So here it is. Here she is in all her glory. There's a mess. We've been using it daily, and I don't continuously sweep this all day, every day. So Mason come and started a fire for me this morning, and yeah, I haven't cleaned that up. But this was such a project, exciting project, and we are thrilled with it. This was our wood stove that we had in our house before we bought our last house. So this is when me and Josh met, and when we first got married. This was the wood stove we used, and for almost 10 years. And now we're using it again, and we're so excited to have wood heat. And this is just the insert that was in that house. When they took it out to remodel that house, they took this out. So we set that on there. It's like a concrete piece of plywood, actually, with rocks and concrete that they've made to fit that. Eventually we want to do one that goes all the way back, but this is fine the way we have it. It's safe. Our floor doesn't get hot, and it's well away from the wall. Now we have this box fan up here because this blower, this doesn't have a blower, you know, it's just a wood stove. We want to get one of those wood stove fans, and that's something we'll get before next year. We've only got a couple more weeks left to use this, and that fan works fine to heat this whole house. So this is a fairly small house, and it works fine. So we just, you know, of course this house was built in the early 1900s. It's got, this is the original chimney that's outside that you saw, and they've just had it covered up for so long. So you can see where somebody had painted before and then painted again. I'm not really worried about that, but it was in super good shape. Whoever put that chimney up, it was in amazing shape. So there's that. We are super happy with it. And Josh brought his recliner down here. We were going to just get rid of it, and then we had it sitting down here until we got it hauled off, and he was like, I'm going to bring that in. So he can sit down here with me while I work, and it has been wonderful, and we've spent so much time down here. But I did have to get rid of a lot of my workspace. Over here I had tables all down through here. And I have a big like cutting table for my quilting. But I will, this is a mess in here. This floor is not swept or anything. But I have a big table in there. We just pushed it in our seed starting room because we did have a cookout a few days ago. So I just got some of my sewing stuff down here on my computer. And there's some more of my sewing stuff. That room is a mess. I'm fixing to clean it out for seed starting. I've got to get that set up in the next coming weeks. Anyway, we just thought that the having the fireplace down here was so cool. Nobody's had a fireplace in here in so long. I think Josh's aunt, this was his great-grandfather's house. And then they let his sister live here for a little while, and then it was given back to my husband's family, or my husband's dad. And but it's been a while since somebody's had a fire in here, and so we're really excited about it. Just to have that extra heat, not to be worried about if power goes out, that we have a backup source of heat that is free. Also in here there is a cook stove chimney as well. So it is like right here. The chimney is tore off to right here. So this would have to be taken down and the chimney built up. But I think that's something that we would really like to do one day. And just get this going and have a big cook stove here. I think that would be awesome. Okay, so what I'm working on today, I have got all the kids' clothes that have made it this far, getting ready to consign them in a consignment sale that happens twice a year. I have not done it in several years. I used to do it at twice a year. I kept tabs on all their clothes, and the last few years I've just been donating, and then for a little bit I've just been pack rating all of their clothes that are still in decent shape. So basically I've just got them sorted out in size and gender. Pretty much done the boys because they didn't have much. The boys are rough on clothes. But you just have to hang them and then you have to price them. And I've started hanging them. This is the kids' playroom. And I've just been hanging them up here. And I'll sort them by size. And then I'll get cardstock and I'll just print out my tags and they go on there and I go drop them off. And they sell them for me. If you're in Western North Carolina, it's called We Trade. It is at the North Carolina Ag Center in Asheville or Fletcher. And it's a couple days. And I think it's at the end of February is when it is. So if you're local to Asheville, go check it out because if you have kids, there is something for you, or if you're expecting, they sell maternity clothes. So anyway, that's what I am working on today. It's a beautiful day outside, so the kids are all outside playing and enjoying this like spring-like weather, and I'm stuck inside. But I want to get this done because I have some other things coming up that I want to do. So I'm just going to hopefully get this done today. If I can get everything hung up and then I can tag everything another day, that will work. Tree is called a widowmaker. so before I sign off for the day, I'm going to go ahead and share with you what we're cooking for supper. It's nothing fancy, but I'll go ahead and end the video with sharing this. So we're doing a taco pie, and it's basically just layered taco tortillas with whatever fillings you want. So I'll show you what we're putting in ours. It varies from each time I've done it. I've actually not done this in several years, but one of the kids saw it in a video, and they were like, we need to do that. So I'm doing it tonight with just what I've got in my pantry, and see how it turns out. Alright, so I've browned a pound of ground beef with an onion, and then I made a homemade taco seasoning. Really simple. This one had cornstarch in it that I made, but so it's a little thicker than normal, but it tastes pretty good. Then I've got some Monterey Jack cheese. I have a can of tomatoes because I didn't have any fresh tomatoes, and then a can of corn, and my flour tortillas. So I have a big family, so usually you can do this in a round pie dish, or you can use 2 round pie dishes, but I just do it like this right here. And kind of like a lasagna, I just layer my meat and then some cheese, and then I'll do some tomato, and then I'll do another tortilla, and I'll do meat, cheese, and then corn, and another layer, and then meat and cheese to top it off at the very top. And then once it's done, we top it with sour cream, salsa, and lettuce. And if we have fresh tomatoes, we usually put fresh tomatoes on it. And that's why I'm putting these tomatoes in it, because we don't have any fresh. But I just bake it in the oven for maybe 20 minutes, let everything kind of meld together, and it's pretty good. Alright, so I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with us, and hopefully my mic worked through this whole video, and if not, I might just take a break for a little while till I can get it fixed. But we'll see you next time. Thank you, and God bless.